Alrighty, everybody. So, let's start with a recap. Last time we did the Princess Peach story, we did the Bowser story, and we also, in addition, did, we killed Crow, or Gus over here, who is one of the vulture-type characters in the game. And, as you know, we also beat Hooktail the time before, so now we are kind of free to roam Rogueport. So, first things first, I know there's some stuff over here that I kind of want to get out of the way, and I'll do that. Because, you know, if I do it now, it's just something we don't have to do later, so I figure it's probably best to just get it out of the way. So, it's nighttime where I am right now, which is why the shadow of the mic is so pronounced on my face. Probably just because it's dark all around it, and I have some light shining on me so that it, you know, doesn't... It's not even to, like, lighten up my face. My face appears fine, but the green screen behind me, you might be able to see the background more clearly right now around the top of my hair, but, yeah, it's kind of going all wonky, like, tonight, so... Yeah, and, during the night, when there's not as good lighting, it kind of just freaks out. So let's go down here. First things first, we've got an item to pick up here. Soft Stomp. As we're gonna be playing Jump Mario, that might come in handy later on. There's not much for us to do here. I figure we'll check the item shop, because, you know, why not? Maybe there's something good. I don't think so. Nope. What is this, a gradual shroom or something? Slow shroom. I thought it was called slow shroom, but it felt wrong. Why would... Well, I guess there's one decent thing about gold bars, and that's that it lets you kind of, store your money in another way. So I guess it lets you break the cap that there is artificially. And that's kind of cool. I mean, it's not very useful for someone like me who's not that deep in yet. I can't get there. So we don't have to worry about that. Oh, that's not good. We're gonna go ahead and slide over here. Let's see where this takes us. Hopefully... Okay, that's not where I thought, but that's fine. I think we can probably get to where we need to be from where we're at right now. Okay. Oh, okay, that was a poor decision on my part. I should have at least gone to the other side of it. I didn't tattle the spiky one either, so... what I really should do is switch to Goombella and tattle it. Let's do that. The Spania might actually be worth XP too, so I think it's worth killing here. But I'm not confident about that. I know it's basically just a more restrictive Spania, or Spinia, which is how most of the combat in this game is, like, given difficulty. They just kind of, you know, make it more restrictive in what you can use. And, you know, I think that's a valid strategy. Oh, nope, it's only worth one as well. I'm not even sure it'll give XP for taking one of these down. It might just be at the point where it's not worth anything. Let's find out. No, it gives one. Okay, that's not terrible. But once enemies stop being worth even one, they just, I don't know what to say yet. Okay, that is... Whoa, that was weird. Froze midair. What can we do here? I'm gonna get rid of the Courage Shell, because although I think they're really good, I don't use them, so there's not much of a reason for me to have it, right? Okay, so they don't want us getting there. We can't get there. And I don't believe we can do anything over here, because this is just more shortcuts, so we're walled off. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll take off the badge. You know, it's good that I accidentally, like, hammer sometimes, just because now I have some notification of, like, that I have that dumb badge on. You know, it's a nice little feature they give. It basically adds an easy mode to the first boss. And they don't do that for any other bosses, but they do, you know, still do the thing where they'll give you something that could really improve your performance. Just right before the boss that it'll help out the most in. Okay, I'm gonna try and sneak around. Set the save block. I'm not sure I'll be able to make it in the pipe, but we're gonna try without getting in a fight. Okay, I couldn't. That's fine. Oh. On the bright side, we do... Oh, we got some FP, actually, from, whatever the last fight, so now we can just power shell them all, and maybe if we get some good counters, we can just end the round this turn, or the fight. You also know, notice the dark color on my face is actually, like, the natural lighting, and, the bright on either side of me is from the lights, but I can't get my whole face lit up as is at the moment. But I figure I'd rather have my face being a little less lit and the green screen not appearing than the other way around. So let's go this way. Clearly we've done everything we can over here. I feel like there was a way for me to get to the pipe back there and I just didn't look hard enough. But it's not really a big deal, so it's fine. So let's just get out of here and go on. We haven't actually gone to the star piece dealer, or, you know, the guy who, Actually, let's make our first recipe. We have a lot of items, and I'm having to throw some of them away, which, you know, it kind of feels like a waste when we can just turn it into something better that... Alright. So, I'm gonna do a mushroom. Maybe we'll do honey syrup next and see what we get from that. I mean, we're guaranteed something, right? Okay, so if you don't know, which I wouldn't blame you for, shroom fry. So yeah, now it gives us 6 HP and 2 FP, which, you know, a normal mushroom is just, what's it called? Let's try honey syrup and see if that works. So if you get black, or, smoke, then it means you basically, just cook a mistake, which is 1 HP and maybe 1 FP? Oh, okay, it actually gives you something. Very cool. Fresh juice. 5 FP cures poison. So, that's actually pretty useful. Oh, man. Am I willing to risk losing any of these other items? I mean, I might as well cook up all my mushrooms, right? It just gives you a better mushroom. I'll save one of them. Because there are better things you can cook later, and if I'm gonna 100% the game, I do have to fill out the cookbook. And, I'm probably not gonna have mushrooms on my, like, person very often. Let's try cooking a courage shell, because I said I was gonna use them a lot, and I'm just not doing that, so let's just see what happens. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake, I don't care. I'll just eat it now. If not, though, we might get something cool. Let's see what we got here. Alright, that's a mistake. Unfortunately, that did not turn out quite right. That's okay. You know what? I would mind, but, like, honestly, I'm somebody who likes to just have things for the sake of having them, and the truth is, I probably never would use the courage shell just because it's a consumable. I hate using consumables because, you know, then you don't have them, and what if I needed it later for something more important? So, it's going to better use now than it would have, in reality. Now I just get a 1 FP HP boost. And considering I am kind of lacking, I only lacked on health, I mean, it works out. And maybe I'll get some FP on the way down. As I said, we can use the shortcuts now, which is kinda nice. Let's go check out the star piece boy. We have a lot more star pieces this time around. We can almost afford Flower Saver, which would be really good. Power Plus is really good early on, but Power Plus Partner is probably better, realistically. Quick Change is nice for Goombella. Peekaboo means you don't have to tattle, so, you know, it's got that going for it. I kind of want to get Item Hog, I'm not gonna lie. But Quick Change would be a lot more useful. And is... Oh, and Chill Out, that would be really good as well. So... Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go for Item Hog, because I like seeing the items drop. And I'm gonna go for Chill Out. I like how he tells you how much the BP the badge costs too, so if you're not running a BP build like me, you don't just buy something you can't afford to put on. Oh, wow, it's 3. Okay, so we need to get rid of a 2-cost item. We're using Mega Rush for the sake of, we had nothing else to use at the time, and let's get rid of Last Stand Partner too. So now I can't take a first strike. I'd say we're feeling pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try and take on some of these enemies just for testing out my new build here. Or there's no enemies. That's fine. Maybe I won't. This next area, as I've alluded to, is my least favorite in all the Paper Mario games. Alright, Koops, get it over with. I just really don't... I don't know. I don't like the theme. I don't like the colors. I don't like the characters that much. It does have my favorite music in the series, but... 2 of my favorite songs, but... I don't know. Besides for that, I'd say the place is kind of a... It's just kind of awful. I think the star's pretty good too, if I remember correctly, so, it's got a good star power. So it's not, like, completely worthless. So I believe Damage Dodge, which is the badge up there, is... I can't remember, but it might just make it so you have a chance to avoid damage all the time, rather than while only at low HP. Okay, is he gonna make us go down there? Oh, he is, yeah, we gotta talk to him. Alright, get the job done, little guy. You can tell, you'll understand why he's important later. It's not for a story reason, I'll tell you that. Alrighty. Let's go right back over. Yeah, you know, honestly, it did catch me off guard, like, that badge the first time around, but once you know how to do it, it's pretty obvious what you have to do. Or, like, you know, once you've done it once, it just... Or even... Hell, even if you just look over there, it becomes pretty clear. This area also has my least favorite... no, not my least favorite, second least favorite Peach quest at the very end of it. So, yeah, you know, I could complain all day about this place, I'm sure. There's some pretty annoying enemies to deal with here. There are some, you know, it's just the... overall, this place is just a big pain, and it's not very fun. For, like, maybe just an average player, I guess? I don't know if that's the right terminology, but, like, if I'm not trying, I don't want to try. There's the Shadow Sirens. Formulating how they're gonna catch Mario. They've been hired by Grotus to catch Mario. Alrighty. Let's get on with it. Yeah, so... It's made up of Vivian, Marilyn, and Beldum. But... Yeah, so Marilyn doesn't actually speak in, like, human language. It kind of just makes these grunts, and it's clear that, like, they don't understand it either. But, yeah, I guess Marilyn was onto something. I didn't actually pay attention to that any of the times I normally go through this. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. Also, I don't have to worry, because I can't succumb to first strikes anyways. Everything here is just a pale version of what it normally will be. So, as you can see, maybe if you didn't know why, you'll understand why I don't like it now. It's just such a drab area. Luckily, these guys have a pretty easy to parry attack, so that makes them a lot less, you know, tedious. I'm actually not sure if that works on the ones that we would have met earlier that I used the POW block on. That was probably 2 episodes ago now. Or maybe 3, actually. That was a while back. Oh, I messed that up. So, how much defense do they have? Did she say 2? Let's find out. Yep, it's 2. Alright. So we can't damage him without FP, we don't have FP. So, I think what we're gonna do instead is just appeal over and over again and try and get a perfect parry. There we go! Easy as that. I should have got it earlier, but I don't know. I just messed up the command the first time around. And I do have Item Hog equipped, so if items are going to drop, they're gonna drop more often than they normally would, which is pretty cool. And, as now you know, we're gonna run into enemies that poison you, which, let me just tell you, that's loads of fun. So we're gonna use our first star power, because I do not want to deal with 4 pale piranhas. They do 8 damage a turn if they all hit for max, which, you know, they only do 2 damage. That's just more to say if I don't block any of their attacks. I gotta focus on this, because while it looks fairly easy, the timing isn't exactly what it shows on screen. It's slightly off, but... so, you know, it looks really simple, but it's actually kind of irritating. But, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's very easily done. Oh no. This guy's gonna chase me around for a bit. But yeah, I'd say that was pretty much the best we could do. It couldn't have gone better. And I have a ton of money. I'm noticing that now. Just coins. So, I'm also noticing that we probably should have headed back to... Did I ever grab that syrup? I did, right? Let's head out. I see the in coupon there, don't worry. I just don't want it, because I don't need it. I'm gonna pick it up on the way out, but, like, you know, I just have better items, and I don't even think there's an inn in this place, so it's weird that they'd give you an inn coupon here. I think they usually just use health blocks to give you health. We know where the secret entrance is, but we can't use it. We're gonna have to meet our next partner, who I do tend to meme about and say, you know, it's Flurry. I'm sure, actually, I'm not sure you've heard of her. I think she's only been shown in this game, and, you know, there's a reason for it. I could see Goombella or Koops being used in another game, but Flurry's kinda out there. She's a wind spirit, I believe, and, she's also, I don't know, she's just really weird. And, I guess she's kind of like a, what is it called? I don't want to say the wrong word, a thespian. She's an actor, and she's retired. She moved into the woods because she wanted to get away from the lifestyle, but, and yeah, it's serving her well. But, you know, she still has her things that she needs to do, like she needs to be dressed very nice all the time. Well, and, yeah, I mean, I guess she's planning on making her comeback as well. So you'll, like, first off, I'd like to say, we're gonna need to go in the Boggly tree, as that's, like, the bulk of the story. But this intro part is just really annoying on its own, so, like, if someone were to quit here, which this will be the 3rd game in a row where I'll be stopping after I beat it, or this would be the 3rd game in a row if I stopped after beating it. I worded that weirdly. So, what do we do here? Do we get rid of the fire flower? Yeah. So the fire flower only does 3. The enemies are kind of past that at this point. So I don't see a reason to keep it around. Let's just be quick about this. I just realized we can't actually really use it yet, so... We'll try and get some, we'll try and get over their heads with it for now. Oh, okay. That's fine. We haven't tattled the puffs yet either. Okay, wait, oh no. Yeah, we're gonna have to power smash this guy. He has a Earth Tremor badge. Or, not a badge, an Earth Tremor, item. Which is one of the more powerful items in the game. It's like a later game item, and I don't know why he has that. But these guys are actually pretty irritating. Because they have different ways of attacking. And, yeah, as you can see, this one is airborne and electrified, so now... if we attack it, we just get electrocuted, and we can't damage it. So it gets a free turn, and it gets some massive damage off in its free turn. So I'm just gonna defend with Goombella. Like, yeah, that's a fun, nice 2 damage that is unavoidable. Let's get it over with. Just a quickly head bonk. But that's all the enemies outside of the tree. Now we've seen them all. So... you know, at least no more surprises. I'd say the Dark Puffs are my least favorite enemy here, but there's a much, much worse enemy that we haven't even ran into yet, and you'll, I'm sure you'll agree with me once you see what it does. One of these has a... yep. I only know that because of a previous playthrough. There's no reason for you to know that. It kind of just gets you in the habit, though, of, like, these hidden blocks and, like, how kind of just jumping everywhere is never a downside. Like, you always get something out of it. And if you don't, then, like, you know, there's no, you aren't losing anything, I should say. Let's go ahead and get that Shine Sprite. I highly recommend, if you're just using this as a first playthrough sort of thing, you probably should just get the badge that shows it, the enemy's health, and skip out on tattling, because while tattling's supposed to be the easy way to do it, like, you don't need a badge for it, it's also, it means you have to have Goombella out, and she's objectively worse than Koops, so... I think there's another Incoupon up here. Let's just go ahead and hit this. I know none of my partners who are out are really hurt. I think Koops is... okay, it heals him too. Perfect. I'm gonna save all of my Shine Sprites for now. A Volt Shroom, that's it. Okay, we can't do anything with it, though. I think that's fine. We don't need it. Oh, no. We're gonna walk it down. Never mind. We're good. There's an item here. That's a star piece. We need a lot of star pieces if we're gonna do what we're doing, so... yeah, I mean, it's good that we're collecting them all now. And you can pay to have a fortune teller tell you where the rest of them are at the end of the game. Or actually, I think after this area, we get access to that. So, yeah. That's gonna be really helpful later on, but... you know, and not yet. We don't need it for now. But... I think this is a pretty good stopping point. We started Boggly Woods, made it pretty far, and we're about to get... well, we're about to begin another smaller quest. But we'll cut off her here for now. We found a nice, conveniently placed save block, and I'll see you next time.